Welcome into another episode of NA Now. I'm Brandon Hofstra, joined by Chippewa Steel head coach Casey Mignone. Casey, thanks for making the trip down here to Dallas, Texas.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy to be here.
Of course. Let's kind of hop right into this. Last season, 25-31-4. Talk about what you saw. Obviously, you came in midway through the season. Just pick us up from there.
Yeah, getting started here. Early into main camp, coming on with Chippewa, and had a pretty good year, ups and downs, but I think we ended strongly. We made some good moves, we feel like, to set us up to be competitive this year, and really excited about our camp that we just had and kind of the season coming up.
Talk about kind of pick us up, I guess, where the season ended. Obviously, Robertson Cup Finals finished. You guys probably watched that, and then going into the NHL draft. Talk about what your expectations and kind of what you're looking to build onto for next season.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we're trying to be as competitive as possible and have as many players, get their commitments and move on. We want to be playing in those games at the end of the season, right? So, we feel like we had a good draft. We just had our main camp, ended yesterday in Andover, and was really competitive, and we're excited about our report here and getting started. So it's things are looking good, hopefully.
Yeah, you guys had two players that were at some NHL camps over this summer. Talk about how cool it was to kind of see those guys out there wheeling around with some future NHL players.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's exciting for us. It's exciting for the players. It's exciting for the league. I mean, I think it just speaks to the depth of hockey in the United States and in general right now. And being able to go over and watch one of our guys over at the Minnesota Wild Development Camp is pretty exciting for us and for him. And it just proves how high end that the hockey is at this level.
Mm-hmm. Talk about the best thing that it is, or the best part of being a coach in the North American League.
It's a good question. I mean, there's a lot of them. I mean, to be honest, like, I think the league itself, the hockey itself, is ultra competitive. There's a lot of good coaches, a lot of good teams. I think having the opportunity to find some players that aren't identified at a young age as elite, mm-hmm. and being able to bring them in and help them get to college hockey is really cool. And it's there's just the pyramid gets really tight. And like I said earlier, there's a lot of good players, and sometimes some kids get overlooked, and I think our league does a really good job of allowing some of those players to continue to develop and get to Division I hockey and be competitive and also potentially get to the NHL at some point, 100%. Right? So you see Nico Sturm here with the Avalanche just winning the Stanley Cup, mm-hmm. right? So I think that is going to be more common moving forward now, just with how good hockey is getting.
You kind of hit the nail on the head there. The development of this league, obviously the league of opportunity, but talk about developing and then going in and getting a college commitment, how cool that is and how awesome that is for the league, but not only us, but obviously you guys as coaches seeing the players move on.
Yeah, I mean it's why we do it, right? I mean there's two reasons we're coaching at this level. It's obviously to win and be competitive and to get kids to move on, right? And that's a big important thing for us here in Chippewa. I think we might be doing things a little bit differently than some other teams in the league, but I think we value that moving on and that college opportunity. And it's awesome when college coaches call you, and ask you about a player.
Right.
That's cool, right? And it's awesome for the kids, and it's great for our organization and the league.
The season kicks off here soon with the NHL Showcase. 2022-23 season is fastly approaching. Talk about this team you got coming up and sort of some veterans from last year that'll be leaned on for some leadership out there.
Yeah, for sure. I feel, it's interesting for me. Like I've bounced around a little bit coaching and lucky enough to have the opportunity to be the head coach here in Chippewa this year two, and finally have a core group of guys coming back that we feel super strongly about. JJ Granda, Cade Nielsen, Parker Ganas, Joe Kelly, Matt Brill. Those are guys this year for sure we're going to lean on and hopefully take a next step and kind of help us get to where we want to go. So it's exciting. We've had a good summer with them. Doing some leadership activities and staying connected as a group. And it's this is always a weird time, right? Like we don't know what the team looks like quite yet. I think we feel pretty confident in those 5 guys being a big part of what we're doing. But yeah, it's exciting. Just wrapping up camp, and now it's like, hey, like let's just get started, right? So but it's exciting.
Everybody's itching to get out there and play.
For sure, yep.
Casey, appreciate your time. Good luck next season, and thanks for joining us here in Dallas.
Thank you.